Hello everyone, how are you doing today? It's kind of a gray Monday here in Michigan, but we had a great Easter weekend and hope that you did as well. I'm so glad that you're joining me today for this edition of the Monday Message. Hey Lauren, welcome. Was thinking about you before I got on air here. Hope this message encourages you. Hey Tara, I saw your Easter picture over on, whose was it? An Instagram feed. Oh, her name starts with an S and I met her at She Speaks and Sarah. Sarah, that's right. S-A-R-A. I saw your feed over there. Hey Rebecca, hey Vanessa. How are you guys all doing today? What did you do to celebrate Easter yesterday? I would love to hear. I'm showing you a copy of Jennifer Dukes Lee's book, Love Idol. How many of you have read this book? Letting go of your need for approval and seeing yourself through God's eyes. I am almost done with it, and do you ever feel like some books are just written for you, or like someone's been spying on you in your house? Glad to hear that. Glad to hear that, Lauren, that your day is going better. But this is a fabulous book. I feel like I can recommend it without even finishing it. I know it's speaking to me right where I am, that I need to not be looking for approval from others. And in fact, I was doing that a lot this morning. So hard lessons learned, right? Just a warning, we are on spring break, and so I put a very tiny bit of makeup on. My hair's still wet, so not looking so lovely, but that's okay. We're real around here, right? Okay, so what I wanted to talk to you about today, and I shared this on my author Facebook page. If you're not following me over there, I would love to connect. It is just, if you go to Facebook and look for Katie M. Reed, and it's R-E-I-D, or you can also put in the address, and after the /, it's just Katie M. Reed Writer, and it should come up. But I was talking about the static of your inner critic. How many of you often tune in to, maybe it's the enemy whispering lies to you, maybe it's your own flesh, maybe it's voices from the past that, you replay negative things people have said about you. But I know I can struggle with that, and I've been struggling with that today. I am trying to push through my revisions of my book, and it's been hard because while I have some great feedback to go off of, you just start to doubt yourself. Like, should I even be saying this stuff? Someone could say it better than me, and all those crazy things that you need to just hush those voices and keep going. But maybe for you, it's, you're a stay-at-home mom and you just feel you're listening to that. You're tuning into all the static up here that's saying, you're not a good enough mom. You have too much of a temper. Your house isn't clean enough, all those things. And when we tune into that, it just weighs on us and we start believing it, and then it's just yucky, right? My real technical word, just yucky. Or maybe you are working and you just feel like discouraged by your job, or you're not seeing the results you want, or you haven't gotten the raise you wanted, and then you just start to get down and discouraged. And a lot of times it's because we're paying attention to these things that are not true, that are going up in our head. Again, it could be just our own way we are. Maybe we're more of a pessimist. It could be voices from the past. It could be the enemy. But how do we combat that, ladies? Is we have to go to the Word. And today I have not gone to the Word yet. I opened my YouVersion message, and then I just spent all this time, looking at these approval ratings and all this stuff that doesn't really matter. Meanwhile, my house is not clean and all this stuff. So when I get off of here, I'm going to stop. Not stop hammock time, but I'm going to stop and get in the Word for a little bit and just try to focus on the voice that really matters. It's sung by Casting Crowns, the voice of truth. The voice of truth tells me a different story. And so many times we listen to those voices that are just weighing us down and just getting us to stay stuck. And I don't know about you, but I want to go forward. We're on spring break this week, and we just have some more downtime, and I want to not just spend it moping. So I don't know about you, but I just encourage you, if you're listening to that static, stop and go to God's Word. He can clear that up right away and help you believe the truth about yourself. And we have a choice, right? We can believe the lie or the truth. I think it's in Deuteronomy, it talks about, I've set before you life and death, blessings and cursing. So choose life that you might live. And I don't want to get to the end of my life and be like, man, I'm so glad, I'm not going to say, I'm so glad I listened to all that garbage that was going on in my head. It just keeps me from doing what I know I need to be doing, and it robs you of joy as well. In Philippians 4:8 it talks about whatever's true, whatever's noble, whatever's right, whatever's pure, whatever's lovely, whatever's admirable, think on these things. And so let's do that today. When we start hearing those voices that say, you're not enough, you're not a good mom, all this stuff, you say, well, what's true? God has called me to this. What's right? That he will give me everything I need to do this. What's noble? It's noble not to compare to, Betty Homemaker, because she has a different sets of talents than I do, but I have different talents than she does. And I'm the mom that my heavenly parent, gave to these kids, and he's going to give me what I need. And I don't have to be flawless, and I don't have to have a Pinterest pretty house. I can be me, and that's enough. And so there's also on my personal Facebook feed I shared, or also you can go to Twitter at Katie_M_Reed. John Acuff had a great message about you're enough. Oh, good. I'm glad, because I need it too, Vanessa. I just speak, I'm glad it's helping. But yeah, look up John Acuff's video called You're Enough. And it's just so good. It might make you cry. So just, shut off the phone if you need to. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I get in this trap where it's like, because I'm kind of waiting to hear from someone on my email, a literary professional. And so I keep refreshing it like, oh, maybe I'll get a message today. And it's driving me a little bit batty. And I just need to live my life and trust that God will handle it. It feels like when we were waiting for our adoption, I just kept waiting for that phone call as if life had to be on hold for that. Hey, Erica, so glad to see you. I love seeing everyone's Easter pictures. That was lots of fun. Also, if you follow me on Instagram, it's Katie_M_Reed. And turn on, if you want to hear more from me, turn on your notifications. I guess Instagram is changing their policies, and I don't really know. I'm not a huge researcher to find out all the ins and outs, but I think if you want to make sure you see my pictures, you need to turn on notifications under, my account that you get. Does that make sense? Anyway, so thank you for your prayers too, Erica. Erica prays for me. Isn't that nice? Thumbs up and hearts for you, Erica. I agree, Lauren. Isn't that stink? That's what I loved about Instagram. It's like it didn't have all these, we're going to hold your posts back. Just like on Facebook, I ended up boosting a post today because I have almost 800 people over there, but 7 people sometimes are allowed to see my stuff. So that's the other thing. If you are following my author Facebook page, make sure you have the notifications turned on so you can see them. And the other thing, this is just something you could do that's nice for me, which I'd be thankful. When I post on my Facebook author page, if you comment, even if you just say, hey, like this or something like that, then more people get to see the post because they kind of hide it from people. So there are ways around the system. But anyway, hope that you guys will have a great rest of your Monday. You're enough. Tune out the static, tune into the truth. And Adam and I will see you guys again at 9 p.m. I was going to say Western time. No, 9 p.m. Eastern time for Stop Hammock Time, where we give some marriage tips and that kind of thing. Oh, you're welcome, Lauren. I had nothing. I don't even know what I'm going to talk about today. Should I even get on here? So thank you, Lauren. Appreciate that. And I hope you guys have a great day. And let's just curb that static. Okay, let's turn off the static today. Take care. Thanks for tuning in here, and hope that you were encouraged. This is Katie M. Reed from katiemreed.com. Be sure to come back tomorrow. Thank you, Lauren. Thank you, Vanessa. I am going to do another installment of the interview series with another author. So I hope you'll join us for that. Thank you, Tara. You too. And yeah, join us over at the blog for that today or tomorrow, sorry. And then we'd also love for you to link up an encouraging post over at Kelly Bellari's purposefulfaith.com for the rah-rah link up tomorrow. You just go to her blog tomorrow and you're able to link up a post, and it's a great place to be encouraged, but also to encourage. So take care, everyone, and I will talk to you later.